federal agencies do the correct interpretation of the law, right? That's a big part of it too. So they can't circumvent what's actually stated in the law. That 14th Amendment, that's going to be a tough one too. What do you think about that one, Dave? The 14th Amendment, where actually, if a child is born here in the United States, he's a legal citizen.
Yes.
They're looking to pull back.
Well, they can
on that legality. Well, try to make an amendment to it, but then that would go in front of probably the Supreme Court for a decision.
So,
but then
I think that's going to be a hard one. The issue there lies in the people that are born here. The parents weren't born. Parents get deported. They stay.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
Well, what's his name? Holman. How do you say it?
Tom Holman. Yep, Tom Holman.
Tom Holman already said, "Hey, if the parents have to get deported, and listen, I think they're only going to deport for the most part people that are causing problems as much as I agree. They're going to deport first. They're going to see how that goes, and then if that goes well, and they don't have any additional issues, they're probably going to leave it as is. If they deport and they still have major problems, they're going to keep deporting until they get rid of as much of the problems as possible.
Dave,
and that is where the Dreamers,
liberals,
call that the Dreamers, right? Is that the
Dreamers? Yeah, that's correct.
The Dreamers. That's where the whole Dreamers thing is. Parents are going to go home, but the child has an opportunity to stay.
Correct. Right.
If the parents don't want them to be broken up, then bring your child with you.
Wow.
And that's part of where technically they could stay, but if they want to amend it, then that would be that would have to be something.
Yeah, that'd be a whole ball of wax to try to amend.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't either.
I don't think that's a good idea because
if you're born here,
you go back to the history of America. George Washington was George Washington wasn't born here. Or was he?
No, he fought.
If you think about
he fought in the French and Indian War.
Why this was originally made is,
and he was born here. He was born in Mount Vernon, I believe.
George Washington. I'm not sure. I don't remember if he was born here. But let's.
He was.
Most of the people from the.
He was born here.
Do I have to look it up?
He was born here. George Washington was born here. I'm pretty sure it was in Mount Vernon. I watched the History Channel thing on him. It was right before the.
That's Joe Biden.
He was born here. He was born here.
That's Joe Biden. He's his uncle.
Okay, Dave.
So here's my point. So George Washington is born here. His parents aren't born here. Okay, this goes back to that time period, really, originally.
Yes.
Okay. The parents are for the the kid is for the American Revolution or whatever. The parent is not. They get rid of the parent. They don't get rid of the kid, or as an adult. You know what I mean? That's where most of the kind of situations is. Or they come over and they're pilgrims or whatever, and they come over. They have a child. That child doesn't have to worry about being removed from America.
Correct. Right.
Right. Kind of the original. Now, has it been taken advantage of? Is the question. That's the real question. Has that been taken advantage of? Meaning, mom and dad.
Why would you want to just leave your kid here?
No, mom and dad live in Mexico on the border.
Okay.
To have the child.